Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Hey, I've been missing y'all. I know we was out last week, but we're back tonight and good and rested up. And I know that I was looking at the chat before we ever got started this afternoon, and people was already on here. Guys, I want to welcome y'all back to the program, and it's great to be back, and it's great to have y'all here with us this afternoon. One of the things I'm going to ask you to do before we get started, if you can tag a couple friends, maybe share it a time or two if you can. If you got a couple groups that you're a part of, we'd appreciate that so much. And let's see if we can get the viewers back up. I know we was out and people shut in. They got this old coronavirus going around, and they shut in. And we want to try to entertain y'all and talk some catfishing tonight. We do have a couple great giveaways we're going to do this afternoon. So if you're just now coming a part of the program, you may want to do this right here. Especially if you're new, go type SDC into the comments. Whether you're on Facebook or whether you are on YouTube, I want to welcome the YouTube guys. And I also want to welcome my host here with me this afternoon, Joey Kirby. And I'm telling you, he's decked out in his DT custom fishing shirt. Welcome, Joey.
I'm gonna catch some slack for that, Stacy. I've like you say, we was off last week. Both of us had a long, busy week. I've been praying for our country and our nation. I think I got a vibe that it's on the mend. I'm hoping, and hopefully tomorrow, if people that follow me on Facebook and Owensboro Catfish Talk page, I'm hoping to go live tomorrow, catching some big old fish. I got me some big old fresh skipjacks out back on some ice. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to entertain some people that's cooped up in the house too. So I'm gonna catch some.
Well, I'd like to have some of them good. I want to give a shout out to a couple of my buddies back home. I don't know if y'all have been keeping up or not, but I went out Friday night and I had an epic trip here on my home waters. I want to thank Brian Taylor. Hang on. Want to thank Brian Taylor, Pat Smith, Jason Ledbetter, because I had me some frozen skipjack, but I was getting ready to go out, and I run up on Jason Ledbetter. I just met him a couple of years ago, and he was getting ready to take out, and so I hollered at him. I said, "You got any fresh skipjack?" And he said, "I got 2 of them left." I said, "Well, since you're through and ain't gonna be using them, throw them over here in my boat." And Brian Taylor and Pat Smith was up there catching some, and they had caught some, so I just sort of drove the boat by, and when I passed by, I said, "How about throw me about 4 or 5 of them fresh skipjack y'all been catching?" And so I want to thank them for helping me out.
And they did.
Go ahead, Joey.
And they did.
And they threw them. I don't know if they was throwing them at my boat or throwing them at me. I don't know. I didn't really care. I had skipjack.
Them Alabama folk. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. Hey, all of y'all also, before we get going, type your questions, anything you got in there. If you have any questions tonight, me and Stacy just going with the flow. But as I was saying, Stacy, them Alabama folk must be a whole lot better than these Kentucky folk, because I'm gonna tell you right now, 99% of these Kentucky folk won't even tell you even where they caught them at. Probably won't even tell you what state they caught them in. So you do got some good friends there in Bama if they gave you some fresh skipjacks. I can tell you that much.
I'm talking about they was some of them when you cut them, blood went everywhere.
Well, that ain't gonna happen here. They won't even tell you where they catch them. I even got a buddy of mine, Andrew Nixon. Andy, he's tuned in with us. He's not far from me living here. John Hoglin. I seen Chad, Brian Ian. I even seen old Doc somewhere here in the chat a little bit earlier. Is he? Good.
He's tuned in with us. Joe Stringer, Tony Clayton. Tony's tuned in with us. I know I hear you talk about him a lot there, Joey.
I like him and Caleb. They're pretty good people. I enjoy them. They are the owners of the Slime Cat or Slime Line and Big Cat Fever Rides. I use them. I've used them since they probably 3 or 4 years now, and had a problem with one rod when they first come out at twisting. Took it to the Catfish Conference, and they gave me a brand new one, no questions asked. So that done it for me, and pretty good people.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna cover something, guys. I'll go ahead and tell y'all, if you just come in and chat, if you got a question or two of something, a specific topic that you like for us to cover tonight or talk about, I want you to put it in chat. Joey, me and him will be trying to look for it. Chad, Brian, if you would, I know you're tuned in with us. If you see a question or something that pops up and I can't see it, if you can, shoot me a text on that right there so we can make sure that we cover that. We're going to try to in the next week. I don't know if y'all have seen this guy. His name is Journey Chow. He's with does a lot of hummingbird stuff, and we're going to get back on some electronics, and maybe we can get him in on the show. We may have him even just a couple back-to-back, as according to how much we can cover, and trying to cover a good deal about electronics. I was just talking to a guy this afternoon, Mike Precious, a good friend of mine. He lives not far from me, and we was talking about catfishing a while ago. And I'm one of them guys. I'll tell you, and it may just be something in my blood, you know. I just can't hardly. If somebody asks me something, it's hard for me not just to tell them the truth. And so people ask me all the time, you know, where you catch them at. There has been a couple of times I have said, you know, I want to apologize, but I just can't tell you that right this minute. But we was talking, and he was asking me about these things. One of the things that I done is especially when dragging baits and trolling, you start looking for these fish on your electronics, and I run over them in one spot. And, you know, I just sort of just stuck with that pattern, man. I just drug baits up and down through there. And to catch the fish that I caught the other night on here around Camden, it's the best night that I've ever had as far as on this body of water. I think my 6 biggest fish weighed a little bit over 200 pounds. So it was a really, really, really good night. And learning to put confidence in your electronics and learning how to read them. Guys, it takes some work. It takes some time to be able to do this. You're not going to go out there the first time and start to do it, and all of a sudden it's just a game changer. I know a lot of people look at wanting to get electronics, and they want to mount them up on the console, and they think that thing's going to tell you right where them fish was at. But it's an art just being able to learn how to read that thing. So we're going to try to have Journey Chow in with us, maybe hopefully next week, and we can cover some stuff. Got a buddy of mine, Buck Gorham. He's in, and I hope that his buddies are also in with me, old Gip. Maybe he's tuned in with us. Joey, have you seen some questions popping in here?
I have not, Stacy, but a fella messaged me about 30 minutes before the show, and he wanted to see this Kirby rig, so I tied one up really, really quick just to show him. I've showed him several times. All it is that bobber. I love that bobber with no sinker, 12, 14 inches or so to your lead line, your structure snake, dragon snake, bloodline, dragon, raggin, hubcaps, whatever you want to put on it to drag it. There's the bobber, and there's the hook, 12 to 14 inches both ways. That's how I tie it up. But other than that, Stacy, I can't remember. There was another one, but I can't remember.
I got one. I think it was Rachel just put one on here about fishing in high water and it muddy.
Chocolate milk, yeah.
I will say this, Rachel. I'm going to go ahead and just be honest as I can be. That is beyond my pay scale.
Hey, the best thing I can tell you is this, and I have it for tomorrow. I'm going to fish it tomorrow, and I have total confidence. I've been skunked the last 2 times I've been out of my boat. 0. I went the other night after work for a few hours. 0. Went to the Green River the other day. 0. I didn't catch nothing. I think I had one good bite bouncing baits. 2 tomorrow it's going to be on because I got fresh skipjacks. So the best thing I can tell anybody for fishing any kind of water, high, muddy, chocolate milk, rolling, try to find you a little current break, especially in this crazy water. Get in fresh skipjacks, and your chances dramatically go up.
Yeah, one of the things that I've done in high water is I'm going to tuck in close to that bank. I will actually, when it's really high, I will actually just tie my boat to limbs that are hanging out. You can just hook that on there. But one of the things that also is when that river gets to where it's like chocolate milk. I'll be honest, I've just never had too good of a luck. I mean, you may go over the day and we may could catch one, but being consistent with it, I'm not a big fan of fishing that muddy tight water like that, especially when you're used to fishing in a river that is fairly clear. I've come to find out that when that water's muddy like that I struggle. It may be my pattern of fishing, my method of fishing. I don't know, but I just struggle. But one of the things I have done, if just being high water, I'm going to look for some kind of little eddy pocket. And if not that, I'm going to try to tuck in close to the bank as I possibly can. It feels like I've done pretty good being up there close to the bank with that high water.
Yeah, I don't. I'm with you. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm going up to Cannleton Dam tomorrow. I'm gonna fish a couple good spots. It's always been good to me. Hopefully the water's not absolutely crazy. If it is, I'm gonna go on downriver and anchor up a little bit. But yeah, this is a Dale's Tackle 50-aught. It does have a little offset, so. Stacy, that's what I'm gonna bring next time we go to Bama.
Right, that's the fish. Hey, let me tell you this. Brian knows with it. I can't help but laugh about this, because me and Joey was up on Wheeler Lake fishing, and he kept posting and sent us a message that he was on his inner tube headed our way, so wait on him. And so he just put a post on. He says, "What size patch do you recommend to fix my inner tube?"
I tell you what, with the water like it is now, it wouldn't take him long to get there.
Listen, I need to tell him, Brian, if you just get out there now, it shouldn't take long to come on down through here. Oh man, let's stop for just a minute. Let's give away something this afternoon. I got a set of that has been donated to me, Zach Royce planer boards.
Boy,
and so I'm gonna tell you, this is about a $75 value if you went and bought these things.
Good ones.
And so we're fixing to give these away. And what I need, Joey, would you help me with this? Give me a number between 1 and 5, and I'm fixing to choose us a name. All right?
I'm gonna go with lucky number 3.
Lucky number 3.
While you're drawing that, Stacy, I'm going to go ahead and mention this too. We're going to set this up for next week. I forget the fella's name. Excuse me. Next week we will have it. Unless you planned on it this week. I have 6 original. The first batch rod holders that Stacy Gaston made, Smackdown rod holders. I've had them on my boat. Stacy had them on his boat. A fella won a game that I had. The game was for 12 rod holders. He took 6 of them and said, I love y'all's show. I love what you're doing. Donate 6 to some lucky winner on your show. So, Stacy, unless you want to do it tonight, we'll schedule that for next week.
We may come up.
Okay, well, let's do it tonight. I'll ship them bad boys out tomorrow. So
we're going to do that tonight. I got the winner of the Zach Royce planer boards. So y'all grab this name right here. The Zach Royce planer boards, Stanley Cruz. You need to message me on Facebook Messenger, Stacy Gasson, if you got me there. If you would, please do that right there, and I will contact you if you would. So, Stanley, thank you for being a part of our program. Thank you for tuning in, and watching us. Hey, I don't know whether you know or not tonight, Joey, but we're already over 200 viewers. And
We should be.
the only way we can get there is with a crew like we got over here in chat that helps us out, man. These
Stacey,
guys, go ahead.
I'm ready to get 500 so we can schedule us an Alabama trip with somebody.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, Joey.
No gimmicks.
John, I'm gonna tell you, Joey. I was heartbroken before our March thing when we didn't hit 500, and when I got back home, I'm gonna tell you, I thought about it. I said somebody had an opportunity to catch a 99 and a 91 and an 82, and they missed out on it.
Yep.
I promise you, every who'd have won the trip, I'd have let you have every pole that went down on my part. And I'm telling you, somebody missed a experience of a lifetime being able to catch them two big catfish. Now, next time you go out, we may not catch nothing but the little pollywogs, so I can't promise.
Hey, also, Stacey, I don't know if I told you, but I was just browsing around here after I got out of the shower this afternoon. As far as I can tell, this is just views. Our show, I think this is our 11th show together. Last week we canceled, but as far as my math is, we've had over 150,000 views on our show. That's views. We've had like 15 or 20,000 engagements, which I guess is somebody typing or questioning or something. But I think it's just it's kind of it's pretty awesome, really. I mean, I think back and watch a lot of shows, not boosting us or nothing like that, but I think it's awesome, man. It's I guess people kind of enjoy what we're doing, other than a few of the Black Cloud people, but I enjoy it, buddy.
Hey, Cad Daly, you need to tag Big Blue Hunter. And I don't know when we're going to do it. We're going to get Big Blue Hunter on this program with us one night.
Yes,
and
sir.
Guys, if y'all have never met this fella, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss that show. But we're going to make that happen. Cad, don't you think he would be a great one to be in here on with us one night? Big Blue Hunter, Catfish Finder, Walk It Like You Talk It, TCB.
High stepping, getting it. What is it? Getting it done, taking care of business. He does it all, and he's one of those guys that you can't help to love. And anytime he goes live, I promise you, my phone bings, and I'm right there with him. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to get back to something. Let's get back and talk a little bit of catfishing. And since we was giving away a pair of planter board, we're going to give away that original rod, them Smackdown rod holders, and also got a pack of 10-pack of 8-ounce no-roll sinkers from Real Catnappers. That is Steve and Rachel Stacy that we're going to be giving away. And since we give away a pair of planter boards, I know we've talked about this before, but if you've never tried planter boards and never got used to them, listen, I would advise to get a set. Get you a set and try them. If you don't have don't know what the technique is about the planter boards, it's actually just spreading your baits, being able to spread your baits out. Whether you're running in current or whether you're dragging baits. I use them when I'm anchored, if there's current, and I also use them when I'm dragging baits. And it just spreads them baits out so you're covering a wider span of area as you're going up through there. Just increases your chances of not having just to go right across the top of that catfish, but you've expanded your area when you're out here trying to search for these things and look for them. So I'd advise anybody, get you a pair. I know we made mention here a lot of times. There's a lot of companies out there that makes them. A lot of great companies out there that makes them. Look them up at your tackle shop and find you a set and just give them a try. Because I promise you, you're going to find out that them planter boards a lot of times on them outside ones far away from the boat is the one sometimes them things is popping on them.
Yep, that's right. They flat spread them out. And there's several manufacturers, and they're all I've used probably a half a dozen different planer boards, and there's one that don't work well for me, but the rest of them that I've used work great. So pick you out a good. I always look for the good people. You can find the good people on there. Do a little typing and searching, and positive people is who I would recommend. So,
Hey, Jerry, uh, thank you, Stanley. I just got your text, so I'll be getting back up with you when the show's over and get some information from you. Jerry, just contact me after the maybe after the night or sometime this week, and we'll see about if you want to give something away on this program, man. We'd be glad to help you out. That's Jerry Droughty from Bloodline Tackle.
yep.
So thank you, Jerry. And,
William, that's how they come. William, that's how they come.
A guy messaged me today about some circle hooks. Joey, have you got a circle hook up on here? 'Cause I'm not a circle hook guy. Do you have one tied up on your rig?
Got one similar to a circle hook. I've tried a bunch of them, and again, each his own. I'm a big fan of the Cat Max. I was a big fan of the Hooker's Thermal Tackle, but Dale's Tackle come out with a 12-aught that I like. Some people like them smaller. He's got all the way to 8, I think 8, 9, 10, and 12-aught. But I use a 12-aught that Dale's Tackle's got as far as a circle hook, and I really, really, really like it. So if you want my recommendation, Dale's Tackle, 12-aught circle hook. Tell him that Joey and Stacy sent you, and he'll give you a discount. He'll fix you up. Try them out. I know he just sent Larry Muse some. He sent Doc some. Several other people. I can't remember them, but I don't think he's got any negatives on them so far. So give them a try.
Hey, we even got one of the Catfish Queens tuned in with us tonight, Miss Brandy Atkins. She's tuned in with us. Her and Jody are great catfishermen and great people. Thank y'all for being tuned in. Size Matters Outdoors is tuned in. He's also got a YouTube channel, guys. If you were looking to catch some catfish, you're down here in the panhandle of Florida, and this guy can catch some fish.
He's one of my favorites.
Listen, and when you watch this guy, he is going to share with you some tips and techniques that's going to help you catch some catfish.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Let's go ahead, Joey, while we're here. I don't know how long we've been on here, but let's go ahead and let's give away. You want to do the rest of the original SmackDown rod holders now?
Whatever you want to do, Stacy. I have them in there, and I can't remember who that fella is, but I'll get his information.
No, he was on. I just seen him a while ago, and I forgot.
Is he? I'd like to give him a shout out because he's.
I think was it Robert Thomas?
I think so.
He's in here on chat right now.
I appreciate it, Robert. It was. I drew that game. I had them boxed up, and he said, "I tell you what," he said, "I've done got some new ones from Stacy. I love them." He said, "I only need 6 more, so send me 6, and you and Stacy compliments of me. Donate 6 of them out there, and hopefully we can get them to somebody that needs them. And all we ask is a little feedback on these rigs. Anything Stacy and I recommend." It's no gimmicks. It's not. We don't push nothing on anybody. Not lining our pockets or none of that hogwash. It's what we believe in. These rod holders here, I will ship them tomorrow, absolutely free of charge. And thanks again for donating them. We appreciate it. And they are used, but they're in great shape. And just give some feedback because they are. Awesome.
I want to share something before we give these away. These are some of my original ones that I made. So instead of a rounded ball on the bottom, which cradles your rod now, then right there was just sort of square. So it was one of the first ones I made. But I promise you, they're going to be as tough as anything that you buy out there. And I'm going to say that Joey went to get one of them just then. So they are very tough. And any of the products that the SmackDown rod holders, guys, if you haven't seen them, I've got them on my Facebook page. I share some pictures. I haven't really come out with them in full-fledged advertisement, but I stand behind everything that I sell 100%. If you have a problem with it, and I promise you, the rod holders, you may tear the side of the boat off. I had one guy that ordered one set. And listen, I'm going to tell you what, he was so set on. He said, I just ordered a set and I almost tore the rail off the side of my boat because I put a piece of pipe in it just to see if I could break it, and said it was moving. I said, I thought it was going to tear the side. I said, man, listen, I wouldn't recommend you doing that with them rod holders. It ain't that the rod holder's going to break, but you may tear off the side of your boat, because I'm telling you, them things are going to be very, very tough. So let's go ahead and let's give away these rod holders, Joey. And if you'll give me a number.
For 6 of them, there's 4 red ones and 2 gray ones. I don't know where they're at, but they will be shipped tomorrow. I went in there to try to find them. Stacy,
I thought you said 6 was going to be the number I was going to choose from.
Well, there's 6 rod holders. Let's do 6 then.
Well,
that's a good thing about this board. We have also a big shout out to Troy Schwartz. He's a local fellow around here. He owns the Apex Remodeling Roofing. He's a good guy. Told me to holler at him if we ever need anything. Got Dustin Fowl. He's a good guy. Dale's Tackle. They're all generous people. Jerry Drawdry's getting ready to start stepping up, and not that this is kind of, me and Stacy talked about it. We really don't want this show to be all about giving away stuff, but it is these people that, I mean, we don't really want to ask for stuff, but these people that jump on here and want to donate and share their product with people, then we're all for it. I mean, but you know, it's awesome, and we appreciate it. And I know.
All right, I got the rod holders right here. Here's the guy that's got them right here. He's going to be the winner of them. Logan Green.
As long as he's in the United States. Logan Green. Never heard of him. But
well, you have now.
Appreciate you tuning in.
Yes, sir. Logan, if you would, you contact Joey Kirby on Facebook Messenger, and he's going to be able to help take care of you on this right here. Logan, want to just thank you for being a part of our program and tuning in with us. And guys, I can't express to you enough, just tonight alone, and we're just really on here chatting and bringing up a few questions. There's over 200 and something viewers in. I tell you, I'm humbled by the thought of you taking your time and your effort just to tune in tonight and to be a part of our program. There was something else I wanted to get back at. Because a guy messaged me today, and I'm not too familiar with circle hooks. It's something I don't use, but he asked me about circle hooks, and I know you made mention of it. I didn't, there's a lot of products out there, but you had one the other day that was from Dale's Tackle, I think a 12-aught.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you, I looked at it and I said, I'm not a circle hook man, but if I was, I think I would try that one right there. It's a very heavy-duty hook. Looked like a good heavy-duty hook if you was looking for it. Wasn't that heavy-duty. But I will say this now, Joey. I'm gonna brag on that. I'm on that Mag Catter XHD.
Oh, I know.
It ain't far from being that heavy-duty.
I know you are. Hey, and if I believe next time we hook up, I may try one of them, because if you like, here's to the people that don't really know the hooks. Me and Stacy don't know much, but I know he's a hands-on type of guy. If he uses, isn't it like a super duper cow hook, I guess, Stacy?
Yeah, that's about what it is. It's a super duper.
If you like grabbing that rod and setting that hook, that's what you need.
Joey,
these circle hooks, yeah.
It's a super duper whooper whopper tail hook.
Well, hey, hey, if you're a hands-on type person and can't get out of that habit of jerking and pulling, that's what you need. Circle hooks, if you don't know much about them, circle hooks is a kind of I guess a observation hook. I guess you kind of watch it. It pretty much does it all for you. If you grab that circle hook and jerk, you're going to miss probably 6 out of 10 fish. It's they do the work themselves. They load it up, load your rod up, and all you do is reel and that sets the hook. But that's the difference in the circle hook and the big Kale straight shank hooks or whatever you call them. The XHDs. I know Stacy, if he used circle hooks, he would probably miss 9 out of 10 fish because Buddy, when he grabs it, he crosses the big T and dots the I's. And
my daddy used to say, son, when you set the hook, try to cross his eyes.
Hey, I got a cousin, David Carden. When we bass fished growing up, and we here in Kentucky, we don't have in our local lakes, a 5-pound bass is a trophy. And we fished out in a public lake that everybody and their mama and daddies and everybody fished. So if you caught 2 or 3 keepers, you did something. Well, we'd be in a little John boat, and he'd be doing buzz baits or topwater baits or plastic worms. And David Carden, when he pulled the hook, he flat pulled the hook.
Hey, Joey, I'm going to tell this because we went off one time. We was in my daddy's. He had like a tomboy, a fishing boat. And my uncle Rodney, he was up on the front seat and we was bass fishing, and he set the hook so hard that the seat broke, and he goes out the edge of the boat.
Other than when I got in this catfishing, I never really seen the purpose of that because we don't do no sharks or none of that stuff around here. So I never was a big, I'd give them just a little bit, but
Joey, I don't know how much it's the fun of it. That's where it's the fun of it. We got Aaron Churchwell with us tonight, and Michael Graham is also in the house with us tonight. Both of these guys here running smackdown rod holders on their boats, guys.
Yep,
and I want to thank y'all so much. Hey, I even got another guy here with us tonight, and I'm telling you, this is an upcoming catfisherman. You can go ahead and mark this down. If you don't know him, if you hadn't heard about him, you will. And his name is Nooner Hall. And you can't forget that name, Nooner Hall. Nooner, glad to have you in here with us, man. We got Big Daddy Lawler in. If you're here around the lower Alabama area, Big Daddy Lawler is a big guy that's done a lot of stuff for promoting outdoors here in South Alabama. So glad to have you here on the program with us tonight.
Big Doug Walker's got a big, nice set of blue rod holders around, smackdown rod holders. And
hey, he even got a big smackdown sticker on the side of his boat. Guys, I will tell you, I do have a website coming. A website is coming. You'll be able to find logo, decals, and hats and stuff like that on there. So y'all just be very patient with me, hoping to have it ready to go by now. But the old coronavirus has done shut a lot of avenues down that we had. Another thing, and I'm gonna sort of share with you this. The other day we was out fishing. I know we shared this before. I can't stress the importance of when you're out on the water of being safe, watching for other people, and just being considerate of them. We're in a time now, I don't know what has done happen, but you can be on a lake fishing and you got hundreds of yards on each side of you. And I hope that nobody on here is this guy that's like, we could have went around that way and not, but they want to come close enough to hit your planer boards. I've yet to understand that. And Big Daddy Lawler's on here. I've seen him post a lot of pictures and just in the last year at the accidents that are taking place on our waterways. And they're wondering what happened. I'm like, I've been fishing on this river and lake system all my life. And just in the last several years, boats running so close to you, passing you, and you're anchored down running 60 miles an hour. And I said, it's no surprise to me that the accident rate has shot up because people now are just careless. They're not considerate about somebody running so fast and so close to somebody. Guys, y'all be careful. You only got one life to live.
That's right.
And try to make the most out of it. God
right.
has blessed me because I probably could have died a long time ago doing stupid stuff, and He spared me. And the older I get, the more, I don't know if it's wise or just the more alert I am. I don't do the stupid stuff, like I don't do as much of the stupid stuff as I used to do.
Stacy, I've always had the mind frame, like you say. I'm 45 years old now. I fish probably 80% of the time. Since my buddy Ryan don't fish much anymore, but he about 80% of the time I'm by myself. Anytime I go anywhere, I got a life jacket on the back of my seat. It's one of my biggest downfalls. I need to get me one of those life jackets to wear all the time. I don't, and that's not smart. But anytime that I'm at a dam or in crazy water or just fish in general, especially catfishing this Little Green River, Ohio River, and barges, current, whenever I get there, I try to have 2 or 3 different scenarios. What if a barge is coming towards me? Have something on my anchor to throw out so I can get out of the way. Have you some good sharp scissors or a good knife around so you can cut all your lines if you have to. 2 or 3 or 4 different scenarios. What ifs? If you're at the dam, if you anchor up, before you pull your anchor up, always start your motor. Even in the wintertime, if you don't use your trolling motor much, have your batteries charged. There's so many different scenarios. Have you another change of clothes in your boat with you? Have you some rain gear? Have you a lighter or something? I mean, there's so much stuff that always try to expect the unexpected. You never know when you may have to pull over to the bank and set up shop on the bank, or you just never know. So always foresee something happening.
One of the things, and my wife said on me about this for years, because I was world's worst, probably not wearing my life jacket all the time, but I think that Chad did put on here about getting one of them inflatable Mustang life vests.
I need one.
And my daughter and her boyfriend bought me one 2 years ago for Christmas. And I know that you've been on my boat, and I got 2 of them on there now. And I'm more apt to wear it a whole lot more now, especially in the summertime. You get hot. Them other ones is so hot. So these are not near as hot. They're not as holding that heat. They're a little bit more comfortable wear. And so I catch myself now, especially if I get if we're in rough water, I'm gonna put my life vest on. I'm fishing behind the dam. I'm gonna have it on. I'm always going to have it in grasp of me. But that has been a game changer for me, the more of being able to wear it more often than I usually do.
That's smart.
Able to have that inflatable life vest.
It's if there's one thing I need on my boat, it's that. Tony, I can't check my messenger. I tried to do this on my laptop tonight and couldn't get it working, but I can't check my messenger, buddy, or I sure would. I know you're probably wanting to hand something out to some viewers, but I can't check my messenger. But for sure, Stacy, them life jackets that you have right there, they don't get in your way or nothing. If there's something on my list that I need to get, is one of those for sure to wear all the times. I know Doc, when he gets on the boat, and Stacy, did you notice how nasty his was? It looked like he picked that thing up at a junkyard, don't it?
That's because he had all them old big catfish held up there against him. Hey, that's why mine and yours don't look like that.
If Doc hits that water and he pulls that thing or it blows up, It's going to throw slime and skipjack scales. Hey, he better have some safety glasses on because them skipjack scales are going to come flying.
Oh, man. I'm going to tell you, I love fishing with Doc, man. You know, he's one of them guys that gets on your boat and, man, you just have a great time with him out there with you.
It's good people. He's
sure
good people.
Yes, sir. I like hanging around people like that right there. It's just good guy to be around and just enjoys life. Let's do this right here before we close our program out. I got a 10-pack of 8-ounce no-roll sinkers from Real Catnapper, Steve and Rachel Stacy. I tell you what you do, Joey. You contact your Tony tonight, and whatever he want to do, we'll make sure that happens next Tuesday night.
Here it is, Stacy. Do a giveaway on a 100-pound spool of heavy cover slime line leader line. That's the stuff that they put in the center of 2 center blocks and reeled I can't remember how big of a fish, but reeled that line.
I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's do this right here. Let's do it next. Let's do it now. I want to hold Steve Stacy's to last.
Make him
so
stay
y'all hang
tuned
in here with me. You better can we fish and give away 2 products right here. And I'm going to hold the 8-ounce sinkers to last for Steve, Stacy, and Rachel for Real Catnappers. And what did you say we was fishing to give away now, Joey? Tell them one more time.
This is from, let me go back up here. This is from Tony Caton. Him and Caleb are with Big Cat Fever. They got the heavy cover slime line leader line. It's for a 100-pound spool of heavy cover slime line leader line. Now the winner would have to message Tony Caton. If you message him, you can't get through or something, message me and we'll get it to you. But it's for a spool of a 100-pound heavy cover slime line leader line. And let's go with lucky number 2. And while you're getting that number, Dustin Fowle said he wears 2 life jackets.
Oh, man.
And thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. Thank you, Stacy. Also appreciate these no-rolls we're going to give away in a little bit. And thanks to all of y'all for the it's awesome. I know there's a lot of people that enjoy the opportunity to try to get on here and win this stuff. Lisa's laughing at Dustin, I assume.
I'm fixing to pump the name up. This is the winner of the leader line right here. Here he is. Glenn White. You need to contact Joey. Joey, he need to contact you, and you can go from there with it?
He can. Me or Tony. If he's friends with Tony Caton, message him. If not, message me and let me know that you won the 100-pound slime line leader line.
Yeah, so Glenn White, you just contact Joey, and Joey can get you the information to go from there, and we'll take it from there. Let's do now. We're gonna give away Steve Stacy. I want to save Steve for last. Steve's a 10-pack of 8-ounce no-roll sinkers. We're fixing to give them away right now, and we're fixing to get ready to end our program, guys. Before we go off the air, I want to remind you, next week we're going to try our best to have Journey Chow in here with us. And we're going to be talking electronics, getting into details. I know that's a big topic that so many people have so many questions about.
He's
and if
good.
we can't even answer them on that one show, we may come back and do another show till we feel like that we have thoroughly went over the details, that you feel confident and been able to get on the water and be a little bit better with your electronics. Give me another number here.
Answer.
Yeah, give me another number between 1 and 5. We'll give away these 8-pack of 8-ounce no-roll sinkers.
Stacy, let's do number 5. And thanks again. And all of y'all, get your questions ready for next week. Send Stacy a message, Smackdown Catfishing a message, me a message, any kind of questions you want. Anybody that's kind of we try to find the people that's got the best knowledge out there. So if there's also anybody that you push you highly recommend that would be really, really good on a particular topic or something, get with us and we'll try to invite them on the show. It's all about all of us. I mean, there's stuff that I like to hear. We enjoy it. Stacy, what are you doing over there, buddy?
I'm trying to type the name in one finger at a time, just like this right here.
I'm gonna be like Doug. Doug always, when he and I are on the phone, if I get back with him a little bit, he always starts crying and tells me not to holler at him. So I appreciate it if you didn't holler at me, Stacy.
Hey, here's the winner right here, Melissa Sanford Johnson. You are the winner of the 10-pack of 8-ounce no-roll sinkers. You can contact me, Stacy Gaston, on Facebook Messenger, and I can get you in touch with Steve Stacy, or if you know how to contact Steve Stacy, he is on Facebook. You can go straight there, contact him, and tell him that you were the winner of the 10-pack of 8-ounce no-roll sinkers. And so either way you want to do that, we'll get you in contact with him. So Melissa Sanford Johnson, you are the winner of the 10-pack of 8-ounce no-roll sinkers. Glenn White was a winner of the leader line. Logan Green, the winner of the original SmackDown rod holders, and Stanley Cruz, the Zach Royce planer boards.
Well,
guys, I want to end with this
giving
tonight,
away more stuff than Donald Trump.
I want to end with this right here tonight. Guys, we're in the midst of chaos. One of the things that I've done, one of my things is, and this is just a personal pet peeve of mine, that sort of set it up as a motto of mine that whatever I do, I want to influence people and influence them positive. There's a lot of negative stuff goes on in the world. You can find it everywhere, and people sometimes are attracted to that. But I put up in my school on my desk is I want to be able to be a good husband, a good father. I want to influence my kids, and I want to influence the people that is around me in a better manner, to be a better person, influence them with hope or something of that nature. And it's only possible through one person, and that is through Jesus Christ. And he has been a game changer in my life. I'm going to read something to you, and I'm going to close with this right here. This is it recorded in the book of Acts, chapter 1, and verse 5. And it says, "For John truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Ghost not many days hence. When they therefore were come together, they asked him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? And he said unto them, It is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power. But this is what he did say. He said, But you shall receive power after the Holy Ghost is come upon you. You shall be a witness unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and to the uttermost part of the earth." I want to encourage with this as we leave today, that whatever you do, I want you to be a witness of wherever you're at, whether it's your work, whether it's your school, or whatever it is. Be an influence for Jesus Christ. That is only possible through the power of the Holy Spirit. God bless y'all. Look forward to seeing y'all next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. May the power and the presence of God be upon your life, and may his hedge of protection be about you and about your family. In Jesus' name, we'll see y'all.
See ya. Have a good week.